As I walk down to the docks early in the morning, I think back to the last time I saw him. The worm's wife had been docked in the merchant quarter, and father had packed a large bag, as well as over 100 crates of rare goods. He kissed mother and Verini goodbye, and placed a hand on my shoulder, saying I was the man of the house now, and that I had to watch over the family while he was gone. I nodded, but I planned to be as far away as I could be, as often as I could be. After that, I watched until the ship passed the horizon, and I couldn't see my father anymore. Now it's been months, and we haven't had so much as a letter, and none of the merchants had heard anything about the worm's wife on their voyages either. He's gone. Probably sank to the bottom of the sea. As I pass the sailors unloading their cargo, I strike up conversation with a burly human, but I only half listen. The other half of my attention is to the shipment behind him, and a copper cup catches my eye. It is inlaid with sapphires around the rim, and is of exquisite quality. The sailor drones on about the difficulty of scraping off barnacles, to which I scratch my head and put on an understanding face, but I could not care less. I gradually bring the conversation to his most recent journey, what kind of cargo he typically delivered, and he opens a crate and shows me that it's mostly unremarkable flatware, roughly smithed for function over design. I edge over close and slip the cup into my coat, all while keeping his attention on the crate. Then I thank him and continue down the line. I find a few more items as I walk the docks, sneaking them deftly into my pockets and moving along. After making it to the end of the line, I take a long path around to the back side of my family's estate. In a tree near the riverbank, I place my claws between a crack in the bark and pop a rough wooden panel off. I reach inside and retrieve an ornate wooden box, the first thing my father ever brought me from his journeys. On the lid is carved an image of a great battle from history, an army of dragons fighting an army of men. It was said that my family descended from one of the greatest dragons to ever live, Vartash. The males of my family, Vartash, that's me, my father, Vartan, and my grandfather, Vartanimo. We all get our names from him. He stands proud and tall in the center of the image, his gleaming scales painted copper, like my own. I open the box and take a mental inventory of its contents. A golden statuette of a dwarf, a melted silver spoon with the letter K engraved on the handle, a bag of gold coins, each with a different face, a wooden coin carved with the likeness of an elven goddess mounted upon a stag. Among these treasures are other less valuable things, well, less expensive at any rate. A scrap of cloth blackened and burned, a carved wooden knight, his sword broken in half, and his shield notched around the edges. Other broken and mangled toys and various other trinkets line the bottom of the box. Memories of a childhood I left behind so many months ago. I place the items back into the box and look over my newest haul. The copper cup gleaming in the sun, a tiny box of silver thimbles, a lacy handkerchief embroidered with flowers and threaded with gold, and a tiny wooden ship in a bottle, a replica of a great pirate vessel from myth. I was once a pirate, sail the seas and take whatever I want, nothing I cannot claim for my own. I would be infamous, the greatest bandit to ever sail the sea. Like that could ever happen. I'm stuck here in this life of bureaucracy. Mum is always going to expensive parties, and Verini is spoiled rotten. She gets anything she wants because Mother had neither the time nor desire to discipline her. That's why I'm never home. Without Father, home is hell. He always kept us grounded, made sure that the wealth didn't go to our heads. Without him, even I want more. But at least by stealing it, I came by it of my own effort, and it wasn't just given to me. I earned it. I can take whatever I want. Yeah, I can do it. I'm getting away from Haravel no matter what it takes. I'm gonna be the greatest thief that ever lived. There will be songs and stories about me that fathers tell their sons to inspire greatness. My name will not be known because of my birth. Vartash Kaltaniath's place in history will be earned.